Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Splendor of the Splendor Glam, and in today's video I'll be showing us how to make a shift dress. So the first thing I'll be doing is to draw out all my horizontal lines using my vertical measurements. For this fabric I'll be indicating the wrong face, so I don't mix up the wrong face and the good face together. So I'll just mark out half of an inch and then roll out my shoulder line like you can see. So after doing that, the next thing I'll be doing is to mark out the length of my gown. So for this particular gown I'll be measuring out 39 inches as the length, and then I'll be adding 2 inches seam allowance, making it 41 inches like you can see. So I'm just marking out 41 inches there. So I'll use my ruler as well to connect the 2 points together like you can see. So having done this, the next thing I am going to be doing is to measure up the 2 inches that I added to the length of the gown. So I'll just indicate it there. I'm trying to mark it up, so I'll connect the 2 points together as well. That is the length of my gown. So guys, if you haven't liked this video, please do well to like, subscribe, please share with your family and friends, and kindly turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark out the bust line, and to do that I'll be measuring the distance between the shoulder and the bust, and for this dress it is 11.5 inches. So I'll just mark 11.5 inches there, and then I'll use my ruler to connect the 2 points together like so. Having done that, I'll also be marking out the waistline, and the difference between the shoulder and the waist for this dress is 21 inches. So I'll mark out 21 inches there, and also connect the 2 points together. But before I do that, I'll just go ahead to mark out the hip line. For this dress it is 27 inches from the shoulder line, so I'll just indicate 27 there, and then use my pattern master. If you have a ruler, you can use it as well to connect the 2 points together like you can see. So these are the horizontal lines for this dress. We have the seam line, we have the hem line, we have the hip line, we have the waistline, and then we have the bust line and the shoulder line. So on these lines I'll be imputing my horizontal measurement. I'll be starting with my shoulder line. For this dress, the shoulder measurement is 18 inches. 18 divided by 2 is 9. I'll just mark 9 inches there. And then I'll be imputing my sleeve length. For this dress, the sleeve is 10 inches. So I'll mark 8 inches there. And then I'll use a different fabric to complete the 2 inches to make it 10 inches all together. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to impute my armhole measurement, and for this dress the armhole measurement is 9 inches. So I'll just mark 9 inches there. I'll mark the 9 inches, and then I'll use my pattern master to connect the points together with a straight line like you can see. So after doing this, I'll go ahead to also connect it with a horizontal line, and I can call this my chest line, although this measurement is not required for this outfit. So having done this, the next thing I'll be doing is to impute my horizontal measurement, and I'll be starting with my bust line. For this dress, the bust is 43 inches, so I'll be dividing 43 inches by 4. It gives me 10 3/4. Then I'll be adding 2-inch ease allowance, because this is not supposed to be a fitted dress. So I'll just mark it there. I'll go ahead to also impute the waist measurement. For this dress, the waist is 42 divided by 4 plus 2-inch ease allowance. I'll just mark it there, and then I'll go ahead to impute my hip measurement. For this dress, the hip measurement is 50 inches divided by 4, gives me 12.5 inches plus 2 inches ease allowance, gives me 14.5 inches. So I'll just mark it there. Then on the hemline, I'll reduce the hip measurement by 1 inch, making 13.5 inches, and I'll just mark it there. And then on the seam line, I'll impute the hip measurement there. The essence of doing that is to avoid shortage of fabric by the time I am folding my hem. So on my hip line, I'll be going down by 2 inches. This is to avoid having a sharp edge on my hip line by the time I am connecting. So now I'll just connect from that point. I'll connect it down to the hemline like so. So from the hemline, I'll also connect to the seam line. Like you can see, I'll just go out a bit. So the next thing I'll be doing is connect from my waistline to my hip line. Please guys, do well to like my videos, subscribe, kindly share with your family and friends, and please turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So after connecting from the waistline to the hip, I'll also go ahead to connect from my bust line to my waist line. So after doing that, the next thing I am going to be doing now is to mark out my shoulder slope. So I'm just trying to reconfirm the length of my sleeve. So for my shoulder slope, I'll be going down by 1 inch. Like you can see, you can go down by 1.5 if you want. So but for me, I'll just mark 1 inch there, and then I'll go ahead to mark out my neck measurement. For my neck width, I'll be marking out 4 inches. So I'll just mark 4 inches like you can see. So after doing that, the next thing I'll be doing is to connect from that neck width I just measured. I'll just connect it to the point where I marked my shoulder slope, and then this is what it looks like, because our shoulders are not entirely straight. So guys, after doing this, the next thing I'll be doing now is to connect my round sleeve from that point where I marked my shoulder slope, and then I'll go ahead and connect it with a smooth curved line to the point where I marked on my bust line. As you can see, I'm just drawing out a smooth curved line. So this is what it looks like. So guys, take a look at this. Our shift dress is already coming out. Look at all the points where we connected it. You can see it's already looking beautiful. So after doing this, I'll go straight to also mark out my neck. Initially I marked the width only because we needed the measurement to draw out our shoulder slope. So now I'll go ahead to mark out my neck depth. For this dress, I'll be marking in 4 inches neck depth, like you can see. So I'll just mark it there, and then I'll extend it to 7 inches. For that extension, I just want to create a slit there. So I'll connect from that 4 inches depth to the 4 inches neck width that I marked earlier. I am just tracing it some more so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like. Then I'll go ahead to also trace out my neck slit opening, like you can see. So this is what the neck looks like for the front panel. So after doing that, the next thing I'll be doing is to impute additional seam allowance. Like you can see, this is a shift dress, not a fitted one, so you can add as much seam allowance as you want. So I'll just add it like so, and I'll do it round till I get to the hem, and I'll also do it on the sleeve and then on the shoulder, like you can see. So the next thing I'll be doing after this is to go ahead to cut. But before I do that, let's run through our measurement and markings again. So this is my shoulder line, my chest line, my bust line, my waist line, my hip line, my hem line, and then my seam line. So for my bust line, I got my bust measurement, divided it by 4, and then added 2-inch is allowance, and then I marked it there where my scissors is pointing. I did the same thing for my waistline. My waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. I marked it. Same for my hip, and then I did the same for my hemming as well. So from my shoulder, I divide my shoulder measurement by 2, which is 8, and I marked it there. So from that point, I also marked my sleeve length. My sleeve is 10 inches. I marked 8 inches because I want to add additional fabric of 2 inches to give me a total of 10 inches. And then I marked my shoulder slope. I went down by 2 inches on my shoulder, like so. Then my neck depth is 4 inches, and then I extended it by 3 inches to give me a total of 7, and then I marked it there as well. So I also added additional inches of seam allowance. So having summarized all this, I'll just go ahead to cut my fabric, and I'll be starting from the hemming. Before I do that, I'll just arrange my fabric and make sure everything is fine. So I'll just go ahead and cut out my excess fabrics, like you can see. So I'll just cut out the remaining one off the camera. So guys, if you found this video helpful, please do well to like, subscribe, share with your family and friends, and please turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So I'm just trying to mark out my back neck. For my back, I'll be going in by 1.5 inches neck depth. So I'll be using the same neck width like I used for the front panel, which is 4 inches. So after doing that, I'll just go ahead and cut it out as well. So guys, I know you found this video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye bye.